Hi, everybody. I'm Coach Doug O'Laughlin. I am your wellness coordinator for the Three Waves Clinic Oshkosh. Today, we're going to do a video presentation on ways to reduce your health risks. What is the importance of knowing your HRA biometric numbers, and once again, how to get the best score possible? For our overview today, we want to know what the important biometric numbers are and then ways to reduce your risks. We're going to start off today talking about blood pressure. And blood pressure is broken down into two numbers. The top number, which is systolic. This number indicates how much pressure your blood is exerting against your artery walls when the heart beats. The bottom number is the diastolic number. That indicates how much pressure your blood is exerting against your artery walls while the heart is resting between beats. What can affect blood pressure? Well, your activity level, diet, your weight, and also stress. Blood pressure categories: normal, we want to shoot for 120 over 80. Okay, less than 120 is ideal. When we start getting over 140, we're talking about type 2 hypertension stage. And if we're higher than 180, you want to consult your doctor immediately. In regards to the bottom number, diastolic, we want to shoot for less than 80. If it is 90 or higher, it is type 2 stage hypertension. And if it's over 120, the bottom number that is, you want to consult your doctor as soon as possible. In regards to your blood pressure, my best advice: stay active, watch your nutrition, be better than what you were before, watch your weight, and then finally control your stress as best you can. If you need any advice on how to do those 4 things, please consult me, Doug O'Laughlin, your health coach at the Three Waves Clinic Oshkosh. Reminder though, you do need to be on the insurance plan in order to see me. But if you are, make that appointment today. Give me a call or send me an email. All right, the next HRA biometric we are going to look at today is total cholesterol. Total cholesterol is calculated by adding your HDL, which is the good cholesterol, and LDL, which is the bad cholesterol numbers, plus 20% of your triglyceride level. That's going to give you your total cholesterol number. In regards to your total cholesterol levels for adults, we want to shoot for 200 or less. Okay? 200 to 239 is considered borderline high, and over 240 is considered high, and we really should consult your doctor if it is over that number. Now, what can affect cholesterol? Once again, you're going to kind of hear the same things as I said earlier. Your activity level. Can you walk? Can you bike? Can you lift weights? Can you swim? Can you do anything to stay active? Diet, everything in moderation. Weight, we want to make sure that we do our best to maintain a healthy weight. Age can also affect cholesterol. As we get older, that number is going to creep up a little bit. Gender and also heredity. So those are some things that can affect cholesterol. Now, can we control our age, our gender, hereditary? Some things we can't. But activity level, diet, and weight we can, as best we can. Going back to the numbers for HDL, the good cholesterol, okay, we want that to be roughly 45 or higher, okay? And once again, the HDL stands for high density lipoprotein. It's considered the good cholesterol. A healthy HDL cholesterol may protect against heart attack and stroke. Higher levels of HDL are desirable. Now, if it's under 40, that is considered a major risk factor for heart disease. If it's over 60, that is optimal. But once again, shooting for 45 to 50 is considered acceptable. What can affect your HDL cholesterol? Once again, activity level. Do something daily, folks. Your diet, okay? And also smoking can affect your HDL. Now your LDL. Your LDL, once again, that is low density lipoprotein and is considered the bad cholesterol. LDL contributes to fatty buildups in arteries, which narrows the arteries and increases the risk of heart attack and stroke. LDL levels, we want to shoot for under 100. 100 to 129 are acceptable numbers for people with no other health issues. If it's 130 to 159, that is considered borderline high. 160 to 189 is considered high. And 190 and over is considered very high. We want to make sure we watch those risk factors, okay? What affects your LDL? Well, when I said diet, what I mean by that is watching your trans fats, your simple carbs, lack of healthy fats, lack of fruits and vegetables. So eat your fruits and vegetables and have some high fiber foods and keep an eye on your ice cream, okay? You can do that. Once again, gender can also affect your LDL and that activity level. Go for walks, people. Do what you can, not what you can't. If you only have a short time, hey, march in place. Or grab some free weights and do them in your office. Do it from home. Keep practicing. Your cholesterol ratio is found by dividing your HDL cholesterol level into the total cholesterol to ensure your HDL is high enough for proportion to your total cholesterol. Your ratio levels, 3.5 is optimal. Okay. 3.5 is considered high, and 5 is considered very high. Okay, so we don't want to go over that 5 number. All right. Next thing we're going to discuss, triglycerides. Triglycerides are the most common type of fat in the body. They store excess energy from your diet. And that's a good way of putting it. All right, we need enough energy for our daily activities, but if we eat too much, it is going to go as stored energy. Okay. Triglyceride levels, 150 or lower is considered normal. 150 to 199 is considered borderline high. 200 to 499 is considered very high. And over 500, we got some work to do. Okay? So watch your sugars, watch your fats, everybody. What can affect triglycerides? Diet. This is something that we can control. We can control the sugar intake we consume. Refined grains, alcohol, soda, high-calorie meals. Try to keep moving and keep a healthy weight. Are we noticing a theme here, folks? Diet and exercise. If it feels like it is too much of a struggle, I want to help you keep accountable. So make that appointment. Once again, with Doug O'Laughlin, 3 Ways Clinic, Oshkosh. Give me a call, folks. We can do this together. You're not alone. Okay. All right. Another thing we need to look at in regards to our risk factors is glucose. Blood glucose is also known as blood sugars. Our body's primary source of energy takes the form of glucose. Glucose levels, we want to shoot for under 100. That is considered low risk. 100 to 125 is considered borderline high, and 126 or higher is considered high risk. If we don't keep an eye on our glucose levels, we have to start worrying about type 2 diabetes. Please make sure you keep an eye on your sugar intake and keep on moving. Another thing that we might test is waist circumference in one of our HRA appointments. Measuring waist circumference helps screen for possible health risks that come with being overweight. If most of your fat is around your waist rather than your hips, you're at a higher risk for certain chronic conditions. So it's important to make sure where that body fat is. Men, you want to shoot for under 40 inches. Anything over is high risk. Women, if we're storing on the waist, we want to make sure that's under 35. Okay. Now, BMI is body mass index. Body mass index is a statistical measurement which includes strictly a height to weight ratio. If your BMI is 18.5 or less, you are considered underweight. And yes, that is a risk factor. Your healthy weight BMI is between the numbers of 18.5 and 24.9. If we're over 25 to 30, we are considered overweight, and over 30 is obese. Now, what we can do, okay, if we lift some weights, is we can offer a body fat percentage. Now, every place is different in regards to whether or not they'll accept it for your HRAs, but body fat is something that we can test, okay, to see if you are in acceptable ranges. Body fat percentage refers to your relative proportion of body weight in terms of lean body mass and body fat. Lean body mass represents the weight of muscle, your bone, internal organs, and connective tissues. For women, obviously it does depend on age, but ideal is 28% or less. 28 to 32, you're in moderate category, and over 32, you're considered high. Now remember, that's different than BMI. Body fat is different. Men, ideally you want to be under 22%. 22 to 28 is moderate, and over 28 is high. Now, if we are younger though, we do want those numbers to be a little bit lower, but this just gives you, this category gives you a little something to shoot for. What affects waist circumference, BMI, and body fat percentage? Well, I'm going to say it one more time. Diet, activity level, stress, and actually potentially sleep as well. Now, we're going to end there for today. Looking back at your health risk assessment, what is one thing that you can do, okay, to help your number this year or next year? Is it working on your diet, your activity level, working on your stress? Is it working on getting better quality sleep? Hopefully, one of those things you will work a little bit harder on, and you're going to get your scores to where they need to be. If you do have any questions in regards to how I can improve my diet, how I can exercise more, reach out to me. Once again, Doug O'Laughlin, your health coordinator at the Three Ways Clinic Oshkosh. Remember, you have to be on the insurance plan to see me, but I want you to know I am here to help, and we are going to get you to where you need to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your time. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Hopefully you learned something, and I hope to see you soon. Stay healthy.